Hey, what's up, gentlemen? How you doing today? We're gonna talk about some things, right? That's what we do. We get it here, we talk about some things, right? That's the whole point, right? We're gonna have this camaraderie, okay? I'm gonna give you a little information, you're gonna take a little information, you're gonna utilize a little information, and you're gonna apply this all to your life. Big old stew pipe, but it's gonna make you a lot better. Okay, I'm not gonna make this video too long, but this video is going to be on something that we have mastered and we've been taught to master. We have learned from childhood all the way up into adulthood. And we do it, and we shouldn't do it. It's something that we should never do. Okay? As men, we have to unlearn the stuff that we were taught. This video is going to be on what? Pow! Chasing women. Don't tell me you ain't never chased a woman. Don't tell me that you ain't into you better run forward, run. Yeah, definitely. Because that seems to be a man thing. You know, they'll tell you you're a hunter. They'll tell you that you're masculine to chase women. They'll tell you that it's your duty to chase women. They'll tell you that you have to be a man. And no, ain't none of that true. Okay? We're not even gonna entertain what everybody tells you, what you've been taught, what you've learned, because it is completely ridiculous when you think about it. Let me tell you something. If a woman wants a job, what does she do? She go put the application in, okay? Then she'll wait for the call. She gets the call. She'll go down there, put on her best. She'll go to the interview, and she sells herself. Why? Because that job is going to be what? It's going to be part of her livelihood. It is going to be her nourishment, her sufficiency. It is going to feed her, clothe her, maybe her children, put gas in her car, so on and so forth. And it's going to give her a life that she either wants, or it's going to help her get out of some type of debt or whatever else. But she's going to go after that job. Why? Because that job is going to be her protection from not being kicked out on the street. Okay? That job is going to provide food for her. You know, that job is going to solve a problem that she didn't have money before, and now she has it. Okay? And look at that. Now, when a woman wants a car, what does she do? She'll go down to the dealership or something else like that. She'll go and she'll check out the car, get all the information she can on the car, and then take a test drive. Yes, she'll do that. Okay? Why? Because first of all, this car is going to what? Provide transportation. It's going to get her from point A to point B. Okay? Then, this car is going to be protection from having to be out in the rain and the elements and everything else, and she can get where she needs to be. All right? And it's going to solve a problem. It's going to solve a problem of her having to wait for people to come and pick her up, or having to wait for a bus or a taxi or Uber, and she can get around however she wants to. Okay? This is what a car is going to do. So she's going to go and pursue that car. She's going to find that car. Correct? Because it's going to offer her these things. Now, let's talk about a man. A woman wants what from a man? She wants protection. Okay? She wants a man to protect her. Then she wants a man to what? Provide for her. She wants a man to also solve problems. And she wants a man to procreate. These are 4 P's. That's of a man. So, she'll go after the job to give her 3 of the P's. She'll go after the car to give her 3 of the P's. But she won't go after a man to give her 4 P's. Why is that? Because we've been taught that women's value is a lot better and far greater than ours. We've been taught that women are sugar and spice and everything nice, and boys are snakes and snails and puppy dog tails. This is what we've been taught since young. Okay? We've been taught you pull a woman's chair out, you bring her roses and flowers, you pay attention to her emotions and her moods. You have to make sure that you are in tune with her. You have to make sure she's safe. Lay your coat down over a puddle. You have to go pick her up, drop her off. You have to walk on the outside of the sidewalk. You have to open the doors for her. So on and so forth, right? And then after you do all that, and you do all the courting and everything else to try to get her to like you, and when she starts to like you, then what? Then you get into the relationship stage. So what is the relationship stage? It's when now you have to make sure that this woman feels loved, feels validated. Give her all kinds of compliments. Give her all kinds of dinners, massages, and everything else. Tell her that, no, I'm not looking at no other woman. I'm not seeing no other woman. Make sure that she is secure in how she feels, even though she's still going to be insecure because the insecurities didn't start with you, but they are going to be poured down on you. So this is how we do. After that, what? Now the man has to do what? If you're in a relationship long enough, you really want this woman to be, you're going to go out, you're going to work, and everything else. You got to remember now, men are so much more happy before they meet women. Why? Because they are very sufficient when it comes to having things like a apartment, 1-bedroom apartment. That's all you need. A TV in there, probably a video game in there. A bed, a couch, or whatever, some dishes, phone or whatever. Have a nice car outside to get from point A to point B. Have some good clothes to wear and all of these things. And men are really happy with that. Okay, that's it. We don't need anything else. Now you might be a little lonely. You might want someone to kumquat. Okay, that is in a man's nature, but you are happiest when you don't have to deal with women. This is not saying, no, women are bad. This is not saying that women aren't worth your time. It's saying that at your happiest, this is what it is. Because then it ain't until you meet a woman do you have to level up. Do you have to get a better job? Do you have to get money for a house? Do you have to take care of her? So you got double responsibility. First, you're just responsible for yourself and probably your car and the upkeep of your place. Now you have another mouth to feed. You got to be responsible for her. And I don't want to hear that feminist trope that, women can make their own money and all this other stuff, because in this day and age, women do and they can make their own money. The thing about it is they still don't want to spend their money. They still want a man to take care of them. They say my money is my money and your money is our money. That seems to be what goes around. But anyway, so you have to do all this, and then you got to take it a step further. If you really, really want to be with this woman and you really want to keep her satisfied, you're going to have to get down on one knee, go buy her a beautiful ring and get down on one knee and propose, right? So you propose to this woman. She says yes. 8 times out of 10. Okay. Now what else you got to do? Okay. You got to get the wedding together, pay for the wedding, a vacation, and so on and so forth. So there's so much that a man has to do. And then on top of that, when you start having children and things like that, now you got those responsibilities, them on your shoulders. You got to protect them. You got to provide for them. You got to solve their problems. And you got to do the same for the woman. This is what we've been taught, that everything should be on our backs. We should carry the world on our backs. That is a very big, big weight to carry. Now, the reason I'm going back to say why you don't chase women is because if women want the same things from you as they want from the job, as they want from the car and things like that, then they should come after you. They go after the job. They go after the car. So they should go after the man because they want him to protect, provide, problem solve, and to procreate with. They should come for you, because if they don't, that means that they escape all responsibility. They don't have to do anything throughout their life, throughout the entire relationship, but show up. You cannot let this be a thing. It cannot be the female just showing up. And then she'll say some stuff like, well, I'm giving you my body. Last I checked, we have bodies too. Okay? I didn't know that we came without bodies. I thought we had bodies too. So you're actually sharing in that engagement. I'm going to tell you like this. You were doing most of the work any daggone way. You should charge her probably a nickel a hit. You know what I'm saying? She probably end up owing you a couple of thousand. Maybe some of you guys probably get about 25 cents maybe. But a guy like me, yeah, it's going to be a few thousand. Anyway, you have to understand your value, man. You have to understand your value and what your worth is, because women are born with intrinsic value. We have to gain our value. We gain our value over time. How do we do that? Okay, we educate ourselves. We better ourselves. Okay, we have to make sure that we come with something. We get good jobs and we start getting into assets, and we build portfolios. We build lifestyles for ourselves, get housing. This is what we have to do to better ourselves. That's why they say men age like fine wine and women age like milk. Now, if you was getting a virgin at that age, if you got a virgin, say for instance, you was like 44 or something like that, and you met you a virgin woman that's like 29, 30, man, you got, now that's the prize. That is the prize. Why is it the prize? Because it's a surprise. Surprise! Hell yeah. That's going to be a surprise to anybody. Why? Because that just don't happen these days. It just don't happen. We don't find that anymore. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit there and think like, why is the world the way that it is? You know what I'm saying? These young girls are really going off the rails today. And I don't understand why their lives are so overly sexualized. I don't understand that at all, because you would think that the mothers would show them and teach them that their body is their greatest gift. Okay? Their body is sacred. It's you don't want to wear and tear on that. So, just hearing all of this stuff that's going on today, it really blows my mind, because in our day, it wasn't like that. It was not like that at all. Women did not go out and reveal everything about them. They didn't show off everything that they had and then add to it. They had additives and preservatives. Now they add stuff to it to show it off. That wasn't like it was in our day. You know what I'm saying? Females are off the rails, I guess. But anyway, so brothers, I'm telling you, we don't chase. They should chase you. Why should they chase you? Because you want to know who the prize is. And I hate going by this whole trope of the prize and everything else. But the prize will be the men. Why? Because there is a shortage of men. If you don't have men that's incarcerated, you got men that's homosexual. If you don't have men that's homosexual, you got men that's deceased. If you don't have the men that's deceased, you got men that's married. So right now, it seems like it's 12 women to every man here in America. So you have to be the prize, because to obtain a woman is real easy to do. The prize is the one that's harder to get, which is the marriage. The man, he has control over the marriage. Women have control over sex and, well, just that pretty much now. You know what I'm saying? But men, relationships and marriage. So it goes as follows. Like, I don't want to do the whole prize thing. What I want to do is the asset thing. We are assets to anybody's life. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a son husband and you didn't learn anything. Unless you do not know how to protect, provide, problem solve. I know you know how to procreate. I see that everywhere. But if you do not know how to engage with a woman, get into her mind, get into her psyche, soul tie, and all this other stuff, you basically are using her for your sexual favors. And that's pretty much it. You're going to deplete her, and she's not going to be able to pair bond with any man. Okay? Not to say it's only the men's fault, because, the women do choose who they want, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to choose the guy that excites them. They're going to chase that guy while you chasing them. That's why I say you do not chase a woman. Chasing a woman means she's running. Okay? And if she's running, she's not running towards you. She's running away from you. So you don't want to be one of those chasers. You have to be that man that's in your masculine enough, that man that's in your purpose enough that you're going to attract her. Me, myself, in this day and age, I have no idea how to even engage with these women today. How to even start it out, because back in my day, and now, I'm going to tell you, I will be 55 not too long from now. Okay? Now, when I was coming up and when I started dating, all you had to do is go up to a female and say, how you doing? I'm Chris. What's your name? Give you your name and everything else. You be like, okay, that's cool. Like, I would like to take you out somewhere. Is that okay? You good? Who are you with? You got a boyfriend? You got a man? And they're yes or no. Like, okay, I respect that. If you got a man, I respect that. If you don't, okay, well, let's get to know each other. Let's exchange numbers. But back then, I'm going to give you my beeper. I'm going to give you my pager number. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you my pager number. You give me your pager number. And you beat me, and I'll run down the street and find a payphone and get a 25 cent and put it in there, and I'll give you a call. Okay? That's how it was back in my day. Even further back, we had landlines, so we had to wait till the sister get off the phone and mother get off the phone and anything else to try to at least call a girl that we was interested in or something like that. So that's how it was in our day. But like I said, in my day, you'll meet one person. We didn't have social media. We didn't have dating platforms and everything else for the dopamine hit and all that. We only had the interaction between us. I'll meet her. She's interested in me. We talk. We only engage with each other. We wasn't on player mode. We only engage with each other. If we liked each other, we'll continue to engage with each other. If we didn't like each other, we'll just move on. Okay? But the chasing thing has always been put upon a man. And a man had to take responsibility for everything, every part of his life. Everything about her life, he had to take responsibility for. He had to be engaged in. He had to be there for. You understand? And himself, and the children, and the household, and the house, and the job. Man, this is what I'm telling you. You have to know that your worth is great. You have to know that your person is great. You have to know that your manhood is great. Great enough for this woman to seek you out because she wants to find somebody who's going to problem solve, procreate with, that's going to protect her and provide for her. This is what she has to think about. We can no longer allow them to escape any responsibility in the relationship because they don't even take accountability in the relationship. Most of the women today, the modern women, don't even cook and clean. You know what I'm saying? So, not even to get into that. That's for another segment. But I'm telling you like this, brothers, we don't chase. Don't chase. No longer. Put yourself in the position. You walk around looking stern. You walk around looking strong. And the females that you've already talked to that probably thought you was a lame or whatsoever else, thought you was a sucker and everything else, cool, no problem. If you see them, like in the gym or something, walk past them, hey, how you doing? That's it. Don't give them nothing else. Then the other women, be a mystery. Always be a mystery. Don't ever not be a mystery to women, because the moment they start to figure you out is the moment they start to lose feelings for you. You always got to keep them on their toes. I don't care what it is. Always keep them on their toes. Always remain that mystery. I'm telling you. If you don't, you're going to regret it. If you want to keep that woman, don't ever let her know everything about you. And don't ever give her the full scale of how you actually feel about her. Okay? This right here was another segment. I'm going to get up out of here. Hopefully y'all take heed to what I'm saying, and hopefully y'all said something that was worthwhile. Yeah, my brothers, you know, so I always got your back, Now I need for y'all to have mine. Okay, I need for you to hit that like button, okay? Subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you'll know every time that I upload, okay? Leave me a comment so we can talk about it. Give me some info and give me some things that you actually want to talk about. That's what I'm here for, okay? I'm trying to get this channel up to right now, 10,000 subscribers. So, hey, help me out. Let's talk about it. I'll give it to you on the next session. Brothers, man, I'm out.